Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Now Austin. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Lucky.
We're going to 54. Why here?
53 to Mike.
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Back, 6-6, pull it high.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second and 12, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Check. 66, pull it high.
47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Kill.
Throwing. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go, 47.
57's the mark. Watch 57.
26.
Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Kill.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. On 2nd and 9. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Mayfield, he finds his target, Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's forced out left, and that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Kill.
Check 24. Let's go.
26.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over them. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, kill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
26.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
On second and goal, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
6 yards to go.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first and 10, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 77 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Regular.
Mayfield down. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mike 54. You're up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, pump. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Run.
Under 10, 10. Check 26, check 26.
X3, 218, chop. I got it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final minute, and the Browns have taken the lead. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the fourth.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Check 53,
Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Back to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Mayfield now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it's third down, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K top don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. So they will accept the penalty.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple Z-Pros, like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the air, so I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
40. Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
On first down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breeze now to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down. So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Breeze. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Ready? You ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his pass incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
He's crashing.
Breeze now on 1st down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Ready? 5-9. You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready. Hey, easy.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And McCoy loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2nd down and goal. Jackson, the quick slant caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Get some penetration here.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Easy.
Reset.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 30 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 is Mike. Check. Ready, go. 54.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check, 47.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
5-9.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they get it to Ingram. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got it to Ingram, complete.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down.
Big gas. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third down and 9.
Check 54. Watch 54.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
I got wide.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Check.
Switch.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Wide, get wide.
Neutral focus.
Mike spot. Mike spot 4.
Hey, D-line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got the first down inside the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Gain of 15. And the
Watch the
Saints
screen.
first down.
To throw is Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.